Hey everyone, welcome to another TWM12 video on War Thunder. This one we're going to be reviewing the U-SH405, pretty much Sweden's budget light tank of some sort of a thingy-majigger. I don't actually know what to actually call it really, other than the fucking... Actually, you can't even call it a Marstroid. The Marstroid is the Italian one. But, I'll say this, it is bloody fun to play because of the rockets it gets. It may only get 10 rounds per tube, but even if you get up tiered, even if you bring it to 9.0, you still kill things. It's like, it's a fucking god tier light tank. It's got the speed, well, I shouldn't really say speed, it's not the fastest bugger out there, but it's got some speed, and it's got quite powerful rockets. I'll show you now actually. The rockets have 330mm pen each, which is not bad. They're heat anti-tank grenades. Well, they're anti-tank grenades, they're not rockets. They've got 1 kilo of explosive TNT, and the rockets weigh 13 kilos each in total, with a caliber of 81mm. They're not bad, but I will say this, be very careful in regards to aiming them. They take a lot of time to aim and turn the turret, so make sure you're being sneaky as hell, and make sure you actually flank and use this tank's somewhat speedy agility and smallness disadvantage. So, one big thing I want to say about this here, light vehicle, light tank, wheeled tank, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is no matter what BR you play at, it's pure fucking cancer. It really is. I'm trying to say this with a straight face, but actually I should put my webcam on. I can't keep a straight face when I'm reviewing this tank. But it's a fun tank, or wheeled tank, or I just give up. We'll call it the budget tank of IKEA, like the skin says. And actually that's what it says. I need to change this right to a different colour. It says newest budget tank range. Newest budget range tanks, or something like that it says. I need to change its colour. It's a sort of a rush skin, as you can see. Just thought I'd make it as a bit of a joke, like my other IKEA skins. Still need to make one for the CV90-105, but I will make that another point, as I've got another Iron Maiden skin for my T80U in the works. Anyways, back to reviewing this tank. So, the armour is non-existent. It really is. You will die to machine gun fire, you'll die in damage if you ram in, well, you won't die if ramming things, but you will take damage if you crash at high speeds. You're very light at 5.7 tons. You've an 80. Your engine's not the most powerful. Your visibility is quite low. Your reload, pretty much, you can spew the rockets out at as fast as you press the march. Really, 2.86 second reload rate on them. So, one thing you need to keep in mind is, technically speaking, you've got 18 shots before you need to go back to a cap and reload. So you're slightly bollocks. I was wrong, it's 18. I thought you got 10 each, and they must have changed it since I last played it on the dev server. But this tank, don't even want to call it a tank, this wheeled piece of cancer is outstanding for its BR. It's so much fun to play, it really is. So, while I'm talking for the next part, obviously there's going to be some gameplay off it being shown, and well, some kill snips and all that shite, but it's one of these, once you get it, you will enjoy it as a backup. It will give you reason to play War Thunder, well, enjoy War Thunder. As you know, high tiers are stupid sometimes. They're the most cancerous games you'll ever play. It's sad to say, but it is. Especially now that the spawn protection is removed. I know it didn't do much, but it gave you that little bit of hope that you can maybe get out of your spawn, instead of being rushed by fucking rad Kampfwagons and Roycats and other mini vehicles such as this here, straight into your spawn and pretty much killing you as soon as you spawn, well, within about 10 seconds. But that's the dynamics of the game. I don't know why Gaijin thought it was a smart idea, but I just don't know on that one. Anyways, enough of that wee rant there. So, the biggest pro of this vehicle is our Colian Type 3 ours rocket launcher. Now I'm going to try and pronounce whatever the fuck that says. I know they're made by Arcolian, but that's about it. But They're 81 mil. They're not the fastest, and they are very powerful. You will kill most tanks from the front. Now against composite armor, you'll need to hit them from the side, and ERA. Things will trigger rockets such as bushes, fences. They will. So take that into account when you're trying to take side shots. Make sure there's no shite in the way that will give you away, or make sure you can follow up with a second shot that'll kill it if you actually want to blow something out of the way to kill it. Now, the other big pro is its size. It's quite small. It's hard to see, hard to target. It's when you do get up to its top speed and you're whizzing around, you're a pain in the ass to find and see at times. You just pop out of fucking nowhere and there you go, bad bing, bad boo. You've killed someone. But keep in mind, MGs will kill you, so you need to be sneaky as fuck when you're doing this. You really do. So, I'm going to talk about its average in regards to its acceleration. Its maneuverability slightly touchy. So there, it's quite average in regards to that there compared to other wheeled vehicles. But we'll talk about its cons now, and while they won't be a con to a seasoned player, they'll be a con to a new player. So the guns for this here don't fire at the same time. You need to assign two keys. So obviously you got your standard left click, so you need to assign another key to fire the other gun, well, the other rocket launcher. They both fire independently with independent aiming circles, so you need to know which circle is which launcher. They usually don't meet if you fire both at the same time, so you need to take that into account when you're taking the shot. For example, if you want to hit center of mass using the right gun, you're going to need to aim slightly to the left, so the right gun will cross section and it'll cross the crosshairs and hit the target. Same for the left. Or have I got that the other way around? Yeah, you'll figure it out anyways. But is it only a con? That's more a con for new players and players who aren't used to wee features like that there in this game. And the next con, as I already spoke about, its armor, but that is the next con. Its armor is pointless. It really is. It's you crash, you take damage at high speed, you get shot by MGs, you die, you get strafed, you die. I can't think of many scenarios where you don't die actually, if you get spotted, unless you're really bloody lucky and you continue travelling all that speed, but that's if luck and RNG is on your side. However, that is rare. So, I want to end this on a positive note for this vehicle before I'll give my if I recommend it or not. A positive note is it's really cheap to repair. It's only 2,500 lions. It's I think it's about 2.5, just over that there after the adult modification. So it's cheap, reliable, and let's be honest, at 2,000 as a backup, you're not going to complain too much if you die. Like, it's only 2,000 all lions. It's not the biggest loss ever. Anyways, would I recommend this tank? I would recommend it for a seasoned player. Someone who's experienced in the game mechanics and wants to have fun. However, I do believe for a new player, they'll struggle to figure out how to use the tank effectively. But I'll leave that decision up to them. So, to round this up, if you're a seasoned player, absolutely brilliant backup vehicle, up to 9.0 with any of the Swedish vehicles, even slightly higher. I've seen it do quite well at 9.3 and 9.7, but that's with seasoned players. New players will struggle with this, as it can be quite a touchy vehicle to play, as you die easily. Anyways, thanks again for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe.